All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set, 180. Check 54. Right 54. Watch the pass.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early. Because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Here we go, here we go. 70 in. You remember me? Blue Dog Quarkers, Blue Dog Quarkers. Come, come. Check. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Switch it, switch it, switch it. And go.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. Hey, Reed. You don't want to know. Hey, you don't want to see me. Hut, hut. My 22, my 66. Bullet high. Yep. Hey, check 24, check 24. Now. If you kill it, motion me out. My 22.
Operating from the gun. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Let's go, let's go. It's a game away. Brings up 2nd and 7. This is at the 30-yard line. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Let's 22. Get that quarterback at all costs.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Watch the set hot. Ready, go.
From the gun, Love. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. That's a strong running. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Jamie Gillen now. We're scoreless after 1. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Check safety, check safety. H3, 218, chopper, chopper. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. And go.
Now it's Hines. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
This is Hines. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing on first down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yes! Check. Check hot route. Hot. No. Hot up. Got it.
Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Hey, alert 33.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. I'm not ready. Shift, watch the shift.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Dixon running from the shotgun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. To throw on second down. Love. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
You better be 61. Matchbox, right. Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Alert flare. 36. Ready, go.
From the gun, Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Bravo. Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check. 53's Mike. Real. 53's Mike. Come on, D. Check it backer. Hurry.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch up. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you. I got regular. Mike, hurry. Better bring it. You better bring it. Hurry. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Here's Mayfield. Completes it to Davis. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Right there. Right there. 54 miles.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Hurry! Point it right. Mike 5-4. Hurry! Oh, here we go. Oh! Okay.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, we're 33. Hey! Check. Watch 54.
They'll give it to Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
You don't want no problems with me.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
They trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Let's
3
go,
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, exit. Mike 54. Hurry. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm on.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
54's down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Under 10. 10. My God.
Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love looking for Campbell downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Love. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. 65. 65. Alert 3. Alert 3.
On 3rd down. Love. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Watch the ship. Hey, alert 33. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Watch that.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, we gotta get to that Michael Nick. Here we go, here we go. Hey, wahoo. Watch that.
Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. 2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. Dixon complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Run. Man left. 4 down. Check. Hey, box drop.
Now Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Set, 180. 53, Mike. I'm coming.
They go play action. Mayfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They run. Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Jarvis Landry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Colts take over first and 10.
We got work
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here. We'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. The 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for two here.
H3, 218, chopper, chopper. 55, hey, eat. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Ready.
And he'll find his way in for two, and we're back to a two-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Showing it. Up. Shit. Up. Smooth.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Point it right. Come on.
Mayfield to throw it. Uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Hey, alert! Hey, Delta. We taking wins home.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. 3 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch QB jump. Watch twist. Grace don't travel. And go.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They run again with Hines. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Hey, check 52.
First down.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. Charles,